Alright, welcome back to RPG Maker. Today we're going to learn how to start creating side quests. So I'm on my normal town map, and if you'll remember, let me actually delete this event. We created this random NPC that's just walking around doing nothing, and what we're going to do is, if you leave just page 1 empty, when you walk up to her and try to talk to her, nothing will happen. Normally I'd say throw in some text, but for like a side quest feature, we're just going to create a second page. Which character is she? I probably missed her. There she is. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this trigger when Steven's added to the party. So if you come back to this map after the fact, this side quest will happen. And so when you talk to her, she will just say, "Help, I can't find my puppy. Please find him for me. Can you help? I'll give you a reward." Preview. Perfect. Throw that in there. And then for side quests, you probably want to give choices. Yes, no. When yes, my character is going to say, "Sure thing." When no, "I don't have time right now." Okay, and so then we're going to go back to yes, because that's going to trigger the quest. Okay, and so we're going to have to do this by putting in a switch. Self switch A is on now. When self switch A gets turned on, we go to a new page. There it is. Okay, and so now we're on this whole new page. And so because it switches pages, this event's going to stop. And so what you're going to need to do in order to continue the conversation, otherwise you can just walk away from her and that's it. And that's fine if you feel like the character gave you an understanding of what you need to do. So you need to go find this person's puppy. Sure thing, it's going to switch on. And then, so on this page, you can make them say, something about did you find it, or whatever. But first, and instead of an actual puppy, I'm going to use something else to show you how to check. You need to check to see if the person has it in their inventory, and we're going to do this with a conditional branch. So on page 1, flow control conditional branch, and it's going to give you a bunch of choices. And so you can say, for instance, does the person have this? And so maybe you'd make like a puppy or something. And then, but I'm just going to use the torch because I don't want to go back and make the puppy for this whole thing, because we already know how to make items. You already know how to do that. You can do that. Hit OK. Before you hit OK, create an else branch. That means if they don't have it. So if the party has this torch, which we're going to say is a puppy, she will then say, "Thank you so much, you found him. Thank you so much. Here is your reward." Preview that. Perfect. If you don't have the puppy, so for instance, if you talk to her, walk away, come back, and try to bamboozle her, it'll check to see if it's in your inventory. If it's not, this is what she'll say. I see you still don't have him. Top preview. Okay, close. Okay. And so go back to the reward. So what do we want to give? She looks like she's wearing a tiara. Let's assume she's a princess. Maybe she's going to give you $1,000. Okay. And then again, we're going to show text, top. I'm going to make it dim. You received. Remember, we need to always let them know. And I'm even going to add a sound effect. And so what I would do is just pick a sound effect that you're going to use every single time. I feel like we use the coin sound, right? Yes. Perfect. So every time they hear the coin sound, they know they got money. If you want to hide money in places and don't put this message, so maybe on the ground or something, if they pick it up, just put the coin sound. That way they'll know, hey, we got it. And then after this, once they get the money, you need to add another self switch so that they don't keep going. And the other thing that we need to do above this is we need to change the items, and we need to decrease by 1 the torch so that you're actually giving it to them. So if the conditional branch checks to see if you have it, it recognizes you do, it then breaks off into this one and says, thank you so much, here's your reward, gives you the gold, alerts that it gave you the gold with a message, took the torch away from you, played the sound, turned the switch on, which goes to this page. B, we need to put the image back or the girl would just disappear. And then remember, in all these, she's not moving. So in this one, she's walking around. Once you talk to her, she's going to stop. If you want her to move, change it. It's easier if she just stays. And so notice I named it Side Quest A. And then it's going to flip to this page. I'm just going to put like a goodbye type thing so that if people come back to her, this is what she'll always say. Thanks again. Okay, apply. And so if you go talk to her and it scans your inventory for the torch and you don't have it, it's going to go to the else branch. So what else? Goes to here. She's going to say, I still you don't have it. Still see you don't have it. It's going to end. And then you can go talk to her again. It's not going to self-switch B until you go through the process of having it. And so I'm going to switch this one. Well, no, let's leave it so I can show you how. But what I'll do is let's take where Steven is. Copy this event. So I'm just going to put them all in this town. That way I can show you. And then I'm going to put a torch right here. But let's assume it's the puppy. So whatever image you want to throw in here, there's some animals. Here's a puppy. There he is. Have it be random, slow, same, walking, perfect. And then what's the event do when you walk up to it? It is going to change your items and give you a torch. It then, since you're picking the puppy up, self switch A is going to activate, new event page A, puppy disappears, which is what we want, apply, puppy. Let's play test. In the next video, I'm going to show you all the conditional branch things that you can do. This is just one of them. The inventory one's probably the most popular for side quests because you're going to check and see, does this character have this? So maybe someone's saying, hey, go to the next town and find my sword. Alright, so he joins. So Steven's going to join the party, and now the switch just activated on her. Okay, so now we have to go find the puppy. Did I put the puppy on this map? Or did I put a switch on it? Oh, you know what? He's already running around, isn't he? Because he's moving. Where is he? There he is. Trying to get water. Come here. Alright. So I picked him up. Notice he disappeared when I hit the action button. So I'm going to walk up to her. Sweet. And now anytime I talk to her, she's just going to say thank you. So that's a very easy way to make side quests, and in the next video I will show you all the different things you can do with the conditional branch, but that's probably the easiest, is have someone talk to you, tell them what you need them to do. Hey, go find this. Hey, go do this. Come back and I'll reward you. And if you did that right, a couple side quests, I mean, this can add hours and hours and hours to your game and give characters options whether they need to even do them. And that's it.